Godiva Olivia Dubois held the paper at arm's length, squinting to read the jagged script without her glasses. You know, on days like today, I think I should have stuck with my little column in the Beverly Hills Blabbermouth instead of becoming syndicated. She finally put on her glasses and read out loud. Dear G.O.D., I've prayed to the Lord for guidance, but he doesn't answer. The longer I stand by and watch, the more I know my mission. Time is running short now, so I'm turning to you. I have to know. Is it a sin to kill a monster? Please tell me I won't go to hell if I rid the world of this piece of human garbage. I don't do well in extreme heat. Mr. Clean. Maybe some joker is pulling my leg. She read it again, digesting every word, shuddered, and pushed it over to her mother. Mom, this letter is really spooky. Read it and see what you think. Flossie picked up the creased ivory sheet. It wobbled in her veined hand as she glanced up and down the page, clicking her tongue. You see, Godiva? She shook the paper under her daughter's nose. That's exactly what I've been trying to tell you when you write a column called Ask God. Don't be surprised if you get letters from nutcases. Godiva snatched the letter back. I should have known you'd say that. She marched across the room and plunked it down on the table. Read this one, Unc. Mom thinks it's from a crank, but I'm afraid it might be real. Sterling Silver dropped the mail sack he was emptying onto the mahogany library table. Holding the sheet like a dead skunk, his eyes crinkled as he strained to read. Forget about it, honey. Sounds like a crank to me. Just stick to the funny ones. Remember, the audience loves a good laugh. Yeah, I know, Unc, but something feels weird about this. I'm just not sure what to do. Godiva retrieved the letter from him, put it back in the envelope, and slipped it into the pocket of her embroidered silk jacket. She scooped up another pile and started plowing through it. What would I do without you guys? I feel like I'm swimming upstream. Flossie rolled her eyes. Well, you're up to your neck, all right. Since the beginning of time, people have asked God for advice. So what does my daughter do? She gives them an address. Do you listen to what I told you? Of course not. So our poor mailman's getting a hernia, schlepping letters from all these, she made a sweep of the room with her hand. These wackos. Wackos sell papers, Mother. How do you think those tabloids can afford to pay out millions to settle libel suits? After slitting open a few more envelopes, Flossie waved a piece of pink paper at her. Now here's a dilly. This woman's husband dresses up like Mae West and wants her to go shopping for lingerie with him. A smile lit Godiva's face. Might have potential. Ha! Listen to this. She wants to know if it's all right for him to use the ladies' dressing room if she goes in with him. Sterling let out a belly laugh. You know, your goofy Uncle Lester used to dress up like a woman. Of course, it was part of his vaudeville act, but he really did look a lot like Mae West. Flossie's gray eyes glazed over. Mae West. Some gal. You know, her mother made Mama's corsets. But Sterling, you're all wet about Lester. He looked more like Betty Davis with a mustache. My beautiful girls are the real Mae West lookalikes. Strike a pose for me, darling. Godiva put her hand on her generous hip and pursed her lips. You see, Sterling? If that gorgeous silver hair was phony platinum blonde, what would you have? Another Mae West. You know, Flossie, you've got something there. And look at me. He mimed an imaginary top hat and cane. Rosy cheeks, a few pounds, and I'm Maurice Chevalier. Yeah, and I'm Marilyn Monroe. Well, old girl, I'd say you're more like Estelle Getty. You know, those, golden girls. Flossie flung a satin pillow in Sterling's direction as he began to hum a few bars of Thank Heaven for Little Girls. Godiva waved her arms. Hey, back to business, you guys. The letter you've got there is a winner, Mom. Throw it in the red basket. Uncle Sterling dug through another canvas bag. At the rate this stuff is rolling in, what we really need is two of you. Well, if you're thinking about Goldie, I don't think she'd help, even if she lived near enough. Flossie looked up from the letters she was sorting and threw up her hands, palms out. Such twins I've got! One daughter calls herself God and tells people how to run their lives, and the other one lives in Alaska and chases bears out of her garbage. Sterling scooped the newest batch of envelopes into a yellow laundry basket. Flossie, you sound like a crabby old Jewish mother.